Let's get this party started. Yo, come on. They say there ain't no party like a cowboy party, right? That's what they say. Y'all believe that? Well, we got to listen in to Rain, Dakota Prescott. We're going to play the audio. We're going to have virgin ears to it because I didn't hear the full interview. But that's okay. This is law review anyway. That's how we do this thing. If you already heard the video or saw the video, let me know. Is it a good one? Let's go. Let's go. You're listening in to Law Nation from Law Nation Studio in Dallas, Texas, home of the Cowboys. Let's go. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I really do. Appreciations from the nation. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter. Let's go. It's the offseason, baby. Pull your popcorn out, huh? Who mad? Who's still mad? Who's still angry? Who's still upset? Shout out to the Facebook game. Shoot down all of the haters, baby. Come on. Yup. It's Law Nation time for your mind, baby. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. You're listening in to absolutely nothing but the best. Come on. If you don't like Law Nation,
you must be out your goddamn mind.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, let's go. I think I beat that timer that I put on the screen, baby. I think I did, baby. Yeah. Come on. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Hey. Oh, come on. Come on. Hey, yo. Oh, my goodness, man. And no, I didn't get traded today. I didn't get traded. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Cowboy Nation, it's one of those things, man. It's just those rainy days. What's up, everybody? This got to be one of the longest off season in life, right? It seems as if though we've been waiting for it to listen to this thing all day, every day, and it is what it is. Shout out to you, Frankie, and shout out to you, Jay Worthy. Shout out, man. We got a donation already. Jay Versick, appreciate you, man. Off the top rope, appreciate you. Cowboys 22, about to get back on track. We up, nation. And don't forget to like, share, and show Law some love. Man, come on, man. If y'all didn't like what my guy Jay Versick put down.
Shame. If
y'all didn't like that, come on, baby. And shout out to you, Brian Thompson, before becoming a supporter, man, on the Facebook. If I didn't get to your comments on Facebook, like when you send stars, charge it to my head, not my heart. Unfortunately, this setup doesn't give me a notification that you guys contribute, but it is what it is. Appreciate you, Natasha. Thank you. Sam, appreciate you. Micah talking spicy about Joe Burrow. I mean, Micah not scared to talk to anybody about anything. Shout out to you, Cooley, for becoming a member. Appreciate you. You part of the premium edition. Appreciate that premium edition. I mean, we're about I would say we're about 70% completed right now. At my studio, we're about 70%. And, of course, we're about 60% outside completed. So this project that I've been doing during this off season is crazy. Let me give you guys what's going on. Texas have one of the worst grass ever, and it's hard to keep grass alive. But right now, all of the hard work you got to put in now in order for you to reap the benefit before the HOA come around and start flagging people because of their grass is not green enough, right? But so I made the necessary investment, and they gave us the green light in Texas over here in my community that they allowed now St. Augustine grass, right? And the grass that I had before, it was just patchy, and I had to really water it every single minute, basically, drown it almost, just so it can be a little life to it. Neither here nor there. I got some sod, some St. Augustine sod, and I wanted to put it down the best way possible. And it's now in the ground, and you guys know, if you're from Texas, you need grass that's going to run. And St. Augustine versus Bermuda, St. Augustine will win, and it's one of the creme de la cremes over here. So I got the St. Augustine grass. So shout out to the St. Augustine. Yeah. See, small victories. But I come here to tell y'all beautiful people that's watching right now before I hit play on the Dak Prescott interview. I haven't heard it. But before I hit play, that is what a cultivator is supposed to do. You don't wait until it's too late to start planting your seed. You got to start now. You can't wait too late. A cultivator takes what's loose and what's broken. That's what he do to the soil. That's hard. There's nothing is growing there. He got to cultivate the land, baby. Break up that hard soil. Get it ready so that the oxygen and the nutrients can be exuberant for the seed to be placed inside. Y'all ain't gonna like me today, but that's how it is. Life sucks, as Mario said, without football, but appreciate you, man. Rudy says, love your platform, baby. Appreciate you, Rudy. Black like history, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Eric Mack, appreciate you for jumping in. All right, let me see how many people we got here before we hit play. I don't want to leave anybody out. Let me jump over here. Bear with me while I move this around and carry the 2 and subtract the 1 and what have you. Yeah, come on. All right. 15 more people jump in. We will hit play. But appreciate you guys. Natasha, thank you again. TA, appreciate you. Cowboys. That's a good name, David says respect. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Goes a long way, not a short way. And shout out to you, David, for following on the Facebook. Hey, Facebook community, I don't know about y'all YouTube. Facebook community been kicking YouTube butt right now. I appreciate the Facebook community. Hey, shout out to FB, man. Facebook, baby. I put a video out, on YouTube, and it might get a few views. I feel you. But my Facebook is strong, baby. Y'all like it. Yeah, I said yeah. I appreciate the Facebook community. What's up with y'all YouTube, baby? I know it's the off season. Facebook don't care. They still support the nation. They ain't waving the white flag at all. They ain't waving the white flag. Where my white flag at? Where my white? My Facebook community is strong. My YouTube community right now, that's what they doing. Y'all, where y'all at, man? Kid A, shout out to you, man. He said, appreciate you. Wiggle Bell, what's up, man? Good. It's a battle, baby. Look at my Facebook representing. Let me pull them up. Facebook is strong, baby. What's going on? Y'all coming? Okay, good. How many people? Look, I lost some people, man. Forget y'all, man. Forget y'all. Y'all. See, that's okay. That's how y'all do it, brother. Football season is over with. Brother kind of trying to fix some things up in the house. Y'all ain't showing no love because I'm going live at different time. 8 o'clock, we gonna play the audio. We're gonna play the audio at 8 o'clock, All right, we're gonna play the audio at 8, That's just how it goes. On my time. I'm Texas time. Yeah, Twan says, let's get it cracking, baby. All right, let's go.
Now, I appreciate you being here, and I normally make it all about my guest, but the guy to your right behind you, my guy TJ Jefferson, is a diehard Cowboys fan and diehard Sixer fan. So Troy Aikman's already been here. James Harden has been acquired. Now you're here. You should just go. This is it,
look,
right?
If the good Lord were to call me home today, I'd be like, you know what, Lord, I think I've done it all. And he took me on a good day to call me home.
This is it.
This is my man right here, man. Dak, I don't want to take over this interview, but
I said it's supposed to be about the guest, but it's always about the host.
As a Cowboys fan, I take a lot of heat just because we're the Cowboys. I say we like I'm on the team with you. And, it feels good to have you here, and it just justifies all the heat and all the arrows that I throw back because Cowboys Nation, man, we're in it for life.
Yeah, no, appreciate you, holding it down for us.
So I try to do it. I try to do it.
Now, you've never met diehard Cowboys fans before in your life.
No, first one.
Have you ever met anybody who puts a velvet rope in between two golf bags in front of him because anybody who doesn't have as many wins as the Cowboys all time or even this year cannot get past the velvet rope?
No, it's like
to talk to him.
It's like a
I like that.
What do you think?
The thing is, so many people want to talk trash, and I'm like, all right, I have to have a system.
Right, they got to have credibility.
Because I can't fight with everybody, Dad. So, I find out who's your team. Oh, if you have X amount of Super Bowls, there it is. I'll put you in the tier. You're in the club.
Here's the screen right here.
We're sipping on some Hennessy or something. If you've been in 1 or 2 Super Bowls, you make the club, but you're not in VIP.
So if you have 0 wins in the Super Bowl, wait in line. So Bengals fans, they're in the Super Bowl this year, but they must wait in line to talk to him this week.
Yeah, and if you've never made a Super Bowl, please don't try to talk trash about the 5-time Super Bowl champions.
What do you make of this, Dak Prescott?
I like it.
My man.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to have some kind of standard of, as he said, of who can talk to you, of who do you actually listen to on their trash talk. You know what I mean? You can't argue with anybody. So
right.
I like the tears.
Anyone can talk, right? But it's like, who am I going to use my energy to fight back with? Anyone can say whatever they want, but who do we choose?
Who are you actually valuing their opinion?
Man, Dak gets it, man. I knew he'd get it, Rich. I knew he'd get it.
I know you know. And Michael Irvin adores.
I should have pre-listened to this, but this is my first time listening to it, so I can't fast forward to the good parts. So we're going to be here for a minute. Y'all okay with everything? Y'all let me know. I'm just going to let this thing play all the way out. But and then I'm going to stop it every now and then for feedback purposes. And, you know how this thing go. Users' preferences. I can't talk tonight. Yeah, user preferences so that we can be content friendly and not just taking their stuff and not giving them credit. So appreciate them.
The system.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, he's thinking, can I get that rope for NFL Network? He's like thinking of taking it with him. But at any rate, that's TJ Jefferson here on the Rich Eisen Show. Dak Prescott is here. 844-204-RICH, number to dial. We're here on the Rich Eisen Show terrestrial radio network. And joining us here in person is none other than the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, courtesy of Sleep Number, Dak Prescott. What's up? Good to see you.
What's up? Yeah, great to see you.
When'd you get in town?
Real stuff,
Got in yesterday.
Okay.
Got in yesterday. Dinner with the group, and then here today. Start the day off with a little Nationwide, and now the best part to see you.
Okay, very good. I appreciate you saying that. Now, for those on the radio, you're wearing a Dallas hat, but it's upside down.
It is upside down.
What is that?
True Brand. It's actually one of my teammates, Ben DiNucci's brand. He took the Dallas, took the D's, flipped them upside down, and he's doing pretty well with it.
Okay, I'm just wondering if is there any message that's being sent or anything like that? It's just turning it upside down?
You would have to ask
Ben DiNucci.
Yeah, Ben.
It's like a Kyler Murray situation. Should we read into this?
I don't know. You see how everybody reads
No, we shouldn't read into this. We shouldn't read into this. there's enough to that. No.
Shut that down, Chris.
Yeah, immediately.
Just shut it down, sir. Shut it down.
That lets you know the power of the Cowboys. We got our backup of the backup quarterback with a merch, Benjamin Danucci with merch, and is selling off the shelves. Man, that's the power of the star, right?
How often have you been thinking about the way the season ended, Dak? How often do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, nonstop, honestly, multiple times a day.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. It was tough. I mean, just expecting to go so much further, to have your season be a lot more than it was, and then just for it to end so sudden, and especially in the way that it did. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one to swallow. There's certain moments in games and things that I think will stick with players or people for a long time in their career, and I think this game was one of them.
No kidding. For your career is what you're
thinking. This was a team that was, we had everything, right? I mean, it was, we thought we were headed in the right direction to do everything that we needed to do to go get a win, and we didn't. And the way, as I said, the way that it ended, it's just one of those that stick to you, those moments that an opportunity that you'll think about for a long time, that did you let it pass? So
what in particular do you think of about the ending that you're like, okay, I wish I'd slid sooner or something like that, or how do you play it back in your mind?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I say this, I mean, I think I'm more so just saying the whole season, the fact that the season ended more than that last play. But yeah, the last play, I mean, yeah, in retrograde, I can say I should have went down a second earlier, but in my timing and everything, I thought it was right. But you have to prepare for human error in that sense of whether the ball to be moved or whether two guys running at each other, and I'll do that now, obviously. Mm-hmm. So,
because I'm bringing it up, I guess, because it and as you pointed out, like everything seemed to be set up. Because it feels like a million years ago. I mean, Brady's already retired. And but the season opener that night in Tampa, and everyone's wondering how you were going to look, and you came out, you threw 400 yards, and the whole thing, and right away I thought, okay, I'm not concerned about your leg. Did you at all, or was that the end of it? That was the end of last year. Page turned week 1, or there was nothing to go on that one?
Yeah, no, that was for sure the end of it. I mean, obviously, just so much rehab and everything that you put in to make sure that you get back healthy for training camp, and then I was able to do that. And then I had the shoulder deal, the lat happened in training camp, so then missing more time that just was trying to get to the season healthy and get going. And then when I was able to do that in the first game, that was the test, and that was, as you say, burying the injury. That was, okay, this is behind me. I went out there, I performed the way that I planned to, the way that I expected to. All the hard work, everything that I've put into this is going to pay off. And then, buried the injury and move forward.
But then the one that you suffered in New England that did, in fact, sit you for a game, did that linger longer than what was let on?
I mean, obviously went on for a couple of weeks. Going on to that bye week, I was able to rest it then, missed the next week out in Minnesota. But I wouldn't say that it lingered as long as people gave me the excuse of it. I went through a period in the time right there in the season, just didn't play my best ball, and people try to say it was the calf, and the calf got better. I did everything that I needed to do for it to heal.
All right, so he said that, hey, people gave him more excuses than which was warranted. He got to play better. So that is a mouthful there, because a third of us was saying, including me, man, something got to be wrong, right? I went from saying, banging on the table, elite Dak, for me to be like, man, this dude, Dak Prescott, man, sure, how you go, Dak Prescott, what is he doing, man? Hit the open receiver. You can run and slide right here. I have to say, at least he admitted that, hey, he didn't play his best football. Now, what we really need to see, Cowboy Nation, okay, he fell on the sword for that one, right? That's a good accountability. That's a good start. But now we should have seen Doug Nussmeier, Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, also putting their foot up his saying, hey, son, you got to get this thing together. what the world is going on over there. You know, we need to have some accountability. You know, one of those type of situations. But let's listen to more.
Prescott here on the Rich Eisen Show. What do you make of the Super Bowl matchup? What do you think?
It's an exciting one. I mean, obviously the Bills, who come I almost want to say coming out of nowhere, but that wouldn't be fair to say if they've had a solid season all year long. And then the Rams, who have invested so much into this team, and
right.
Yeah, it'll be great. I mean, Joe Burrows, he's hot. Also up for comeback player of the year. Credit to him and just everything that he's done, just his game. And then a guy like Matt Stafford, who's been through it all and finally getting his opportunity. And I'm excited for the matchup.
Well, I remember you came.
I wish I could show y'all the face, you know. And he said that word again. He got fined $25,000 for saying that same word. Instead of him, he said them when he got, you know, fined $25,000. Who remember that fine? When they asked him a question in the media, and they said, hey, DeMarcus Lawrence said they wasn't throwing it at him. They was throwing it at the officials. And Dak Prescott said credit to them. And he got fined with $25,000. Now, $25,000 out of $75 million, and all of the sleep numbers and all of the other stuff that he got as far as money, remuneration. It was, you know, you get something like a little gnat, he hit it, it's going to swell up a little bit, you know, put some rubbing alcohol on it, you know, witch hazel, you know, if you're from the country like me, put some witch hazel on it, you know, and it'll go away for a couple of days, right? And, of course, $25,000, you know, come on.
Came into the league and the manner in which you came into the league and not being expected at all to do what you did, right, and how well you performed in your first year. Seeing Burrow do what he's doing, what is the challenge? Like, what do you think he's been dealing with that he has aced in a way that you were able to show everybody that you could take on that challenge the way you did?
Yeah, just the speed of the game. I mean, I think that's everybody when you wonder about a rookie quarterback or a young quarterback coming into the NFL and will he have success, is can he do it at the speed of the game? And Joe's shown that. I mean, just from the way he finished at LSU, just to come in, the rookie year he was having before getting hurt, to now leading his team to the Super Bowl, he plays at the game. He slows the game down to his pace, and I think that's what you have to do as a quarterback, is make people play to your level. And he's been doing that, and he's been on fire. He's been pretty impressive to watch.
Right. So you've played in this building. You beat the Chargers in this building. Walking into SoFi, as a fan, it's like looking into VR goggles. I mean, what is it like for these guys to be playing in this building?
It's a great stadium. It's my second favorite place, only behind AT&T, and I just think I think it's beautiful. I love the wraparound scoreboard or whatever you say. I like the fact that it's open, but it's got the top on it. It's great. Okay. Great venue.
Is that why you're saying that, because it was kind of a home game for you too out here? You saying that as well?
A little bit. I mean, not many places that the Cowboys don't go that you can't somewhat say it's a home game.
I mean, the number of Cowboy fans that were in the building that day.
Come on, Rich. Throw him a hard ball, Rich. Come on, Rich.
He was off the charts.
It was fun.
It is like
throw
that.
him a hard
Is there an issue with playing at home? It seems like you guys play crisper on the road. Is there something to that at all? You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Thinking.
It's all right.
Yeah, no.
No, I mean, like it does seem like when you guys are on the road that it's a much crisper game. That I don't know if it's the building or anything like that or nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing. I can't give you any correlation.
Well, I'm sure because you're getting a great night's sleep on your sleep number bed at home. I'm sure.
It's exactly. Exactly right. When you sleep in that sleep number bed before the home games, it's.
Okay. What's your sleep number?
My sleep number is a 60.
60.
You know what, Dak? I knew I liked you.
Are you the same?
Yes.
There we go.
I am.
All right, 60
I
sleep
am.
number.
Yes.
It's perfect. It's just
right.
Just right.
All right, come on, man. Come on, Rich. Come on, Rich Eisen. You got to throw him some hard questions now. Come on, man.
Enough give. But
absolutely right.
Yeah, in the same sense.
Yeah, my wife's is 70. Just the 10 numbers apart, but it's the world of difference.
Do you have the split in the bed?
What do you mean?
The bed that splits? I mean, do you get over there at 70? Obviously, right? If it makes sense.
No, there's no like actual split in the bed, thank God. But no, I've got the whole thing going on.
Oh, you've got to get the one with the split so y'all can raise the top up.
Okay.
You can
It's been a while since I've talked Sleep Number on this program, and I'm not just saying that as a passive-aggressive thing to the folks who are actually sitting here with you. But if there's any advent that I need to know, it'll be fantastic. You know,
I know some people we can.
Yeah, clearly, I think they're sitting right over there. But 60, this is amazing. Yeah. All right. We're simpatico when it comes to that. Dak Prescott here on the Rich Eisen Show. So what do you make of Jerry Jones, by the way? That's a great way to start the sentence. What do you make of Jerry Jones saying that Dan Quinn is head coaching material? And did you hear that?
I didn't hear that. No,
yes,
I didn't. I didn't.
That Dan Quinn coming back, he's a head coaching material, and Sean Payton was that once back in the day, and Jason Garrett was once that back in the day, and Dan Quinn's like that. And when brought up to him, like, hey, what do you think you're?
This is semi. I'm gonna see how Dak Prescott would answer this question. It's semi difficult, because you don't want to shun or sully the head coach, right? By talking about Dan Quinn. So let's see where Dak Prescott is gonna go with this question. Come on.
Your current head coach thinks about that. He's like, well, Mike is my head coach. He's my guy, but he knows that someday he won't be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys anymore. What do you make of something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's obvious. I mean, obviously, Coach won't be coaching us for forever, but Coach McCarthy has done a great job just with the culture of this team. So,
what has he done? Like, what's been different on that front?
Yeah, I mean, just the culture, just our messaging, just the way.
Now, Rich set it up. Now, Rich, all he got to say is, what makes Mike McCarthy better than Jason Garrett, or what do you like Jason? Now, if he go down that road, then I was like, okay, Rich, now that's some good fighting power right there. So let's see what he's gonna say.
It's just our brotherhood in our locker room. I've never been a part of a team where there was, on offense and defense, it was the same. You would have thought a defensive end was in the same position group as a receiver, just from how close and the camaraderie of the group. And I credit Coach for just investing so much into that, and just in the timing and in the planning and everything that we do in our scheduling to make sure that we're as close-knit of a team as we need to be. And in the same sense, the coaches are that as well. So I say that as Coach McCarthy knows exactly the kind of coach Dan Quinn is. We all do as players, and even us on offense, we know his impact. We know how great of a leader he is. And I mean, he's a coach that took his team to a Super Bowl. So I mean, I think it's a no-brainer in that he's a head coach material. But right now, obviously, we're all following McCarthy.
Yeah, I know. And I've heard though that Quinn and McCarthy are like actually really tight.
Oh yeah,
like that they're. For
sure.
And I know you, again, for the radio audience, you're looking at me like I'm a little crazy, but from the outside, it's like, Quinn's here. He was looking for another job. He's coming back. McCarthy, the season didn't end the way it is. And Jerry's saying stuff like this, that they might actually be thinking the knives are out for each other. But I've been told it's the exact opposite between the two of them.
Yeah, I would say the exact opposite. Just those are two men that have a lot of respect for one another, that take a lot of pride in their job, and they have a great working relationship. So I can guarantee you that their ears aren't anywhere outside of the building or
talk about Kellen Moore, man.
Well, you strike me as also a positive guy, though, Dak.
Say again?
You strike me as a positive guy.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna make sure that we're not, as you said, the knives aren't out between our head coach and our DC. That's so false.
Okay.
So false.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what pisses you off? What actually pisses you off?
Come on.
People cutting you off in traffic. I mean, like I'm just throwing open anything, like literally, because you're such a positive guy, and I'm a very positive guy too. And I know I'm asking you a negative question.
There's some things that piss me off for sure.
Like what is that? What is it?
Eagles fans.
I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't say Eagles fans.
Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad.
They don't piss me off.
Don't get in his helmet. Don't get in his helmet. Stop it. What is it?
Let me see. Something that pisses me off.
Yeah. Is anything the other day, or anything happens, or what? What upsets you?
Losing, man.
That's a great question. I think it depends on my mood. Just how maybe agitated I am or less agitated. But I think a good one
what is it?
Is almost just as you said, people talking and assuming things, assuming they know the locker room or that relationship, or assuming they know me. Mm-hmm. I'd say assuming. Yeah, because you know what you do when you assume, right?
It makes you know. Well, actually, do you have the Michael Irvin drop that he used the other day? Michael. Well, I'm going to play off it. That Michael said this about the Dallas Cowboys practicing and the last LA Super Bowl here, and he had the best practice ever. And this is after that practice, he knew what they were going to do to the Buffalo Bills. Hit it.
We gonna spank that ass
out of you and me.
That's it.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
You should have had Michael Irvin interviewing him.
And again, I'm a host on live television with Michael Irvin, and sometimes what's out of his mouth, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to say.
Should have had Michael Irvin.
So I just kind of go with the flow. But it doesn't piss me off. Slow drivers piss me off. Slow drivers piss me off. Are you when somebody again, Dak Prescott, you're driving, somebody's slow, do you look at the driver that's slow just so you could get a see of what they look like?
I do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to get inside the whole, okay, so you do that. So we got our sleep number settings the same. That's the same. I don't know what else might be possibly the same. What do you think?
Pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple.
No.
Okay, no. That pisses me off. That's out too. Oh gosh, how about this? When you fumble through the end zone, the ball goes back to the defense.
That's a.
What do you think? Have you ever fumbled through the end zone?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, knock on wood. No,
I know that. I don't mean to put that thought in your head. I'm sorry, TJ. I didn't mean to put that thought in his head.
Don't put that on him, Ricky.
That pisses me off so bad because let's just.
What
say,
do you think? It should just go right back to where he fumbled it?
Here we go. No, what it should be a reverse touchback. You get it. It's down in distance. Same down in distance, but from the 20-yard line. Reverse touchback. So it's 1st and goal from the 8, right?
Yeah.
You're going in. You're trying. Dak Prescott, you were trying to score because that's what you do as a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. You're expected to score. You're expected to win. You go for you leap for the end zone. Ball comes out or what have you, and it goes through the end zone. Defense that you have just beaten up for say 10 plays, right?
They don't get rewarded.
Yeah. What's up with that? So,
I hope that these questions are scripted. They got. You guys okay? They got about 5 more minutes of this. Y'all want me to play the rest of the 5 minutes? Hopefully he'll throw him a hardball question at the end, but let's see.
So you get the ball back on your own 20-yard line. What do you think about that one?
I like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Do you think the overtime rules should change?
Yeah, I think it has to in the sense. I think it's an okay rule. I mean, I'm a big tradition guy, right? It's been what it is. We don't have to be the same as college, right? NFL's NFL, college is college. It's a team game. Trust your defense to make a play. But after not seeing Josh Allen get the ball in his hand, happened years ago where Mahomes didn't get the ball in his hand, I think it's tough. I think you've got to give the offense a chance regardless.
How about this one? Here's our fix. That the opening coin toss of the game, if you win it and you elect to start on offense, you start in the first quarter and you start in overtime if it goes. And if you defer, then you get it, obviously, after halftime, which so many teams want to do these days.
Yep.
But you then give the ball to the team, your opponent, to start the game, but you also give it to them. So you know in advance who's got the ball first. It's not a coin flip, and then you play a full quarter.
Yeah.
And you play.
So you play the quarter out regardless.
You just flip the coin, man. Play a full quarter.
Like that. That's not bad.
That means you're going to get the ball. Because if you say to somebody, "Hey, you're
just like basketball, man. Look,
going to get to touch it second, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to want to start overtime with the ball yourself, right? You're going to want to know if you've got to go score a touchdown. See what I'm saying?
If the quarter's not over, I mean, I can get 2 possessions regardless, right?
Now that's a strategy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go. We fixed it.
Yeah. Something to talk about.
Here you go. You go run tell that. You've got power in the league. So Sleep Number, tell me more about what you're doing with them.
Yeah, I mean, been partner Sleep Number for going on 5 years now.
Wow,
and
that's some great sleep for 5 years.
Yeah, so amazing sleep for 5 years. Obviously calculating and keeping up my information, so it's proven quality sleep. But not only that, just taking the next step and trying to find my competitive edge within the sleep. And great people at Sleep Number have given me a resource, and Dr. Peter Polos, who from everything of your heart rate, maybe you're wondering why you're waking up in and out of sleep, can be a resource to help me. So now they've helped me with that, giving me that competitive edge, and just obviously just the recovery. The bed has been great for me, just after going through the injury and going through the off season and not being able to go and see numbers and stats, but going and getting my workout in and getting my rehab in and feeling the improvement and feeling the recovery time and time again. I'm blessed to be a partner of Sleep Number, and they should take a lot of pride in my success.
Well, congratulations on your success. So just to wrap up, don't assume, right? Don't assume.
That's exactly
Don't assume
right.
around you.
Yep.
And because everything's copacetic, right? Everything's good
Always.
in Dallas. You're going back in there, and you'll be in the Super Bowl next year,
Yep.
right?
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
There you go. So tweet that out at Dak, right?
Dak predicts Super Bowl championship.
There you go.
Yeah. You still have like the underscore on Instagram, though, right? Don't you?
No, I think I'm just on Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram I've got the underscore. I like the underscore.
What do you mean?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You don't have it? You're just at Rich?
No, I'm at Rich Eisen because I would never want somebody. Well, first of all, I don't have to say like a name like Dak where you could just go by your first name and people know what you're talking about. But I mean, I wouldn't want some other Dakota or Dak out there going by at Dak.
That's
you know?
true.
That's what I was just saying. Get rid of the underscore.
Yeah, I think I checked it out. It's definitely not a Dakota or somebody like
That's
that.
what it says. Just who's running around with your handle?
Yeah, I've got to go.
I don't know.
Somebody
Well,
go ahead and
let's get
claim
on
it
it.
before
that
Dak
person
go.
at Dak. See, for instance, if at Dak removes all of the Dallas Cowboys from that person's Instagram page, and they'll assume it's you,
Yeah,
that's a
then we'd be-
problem.
yeah,
right?
that's true.
You say,
That's
don't forget
true.
the underscore.
Just confirming though, you do follow the Cowboys on Instagram.
I do
Correct.
follow the Cowboys
Okay, you have an
and no one else.
Got it.
okay, that's it.
That was probably the hardest question that they gave Dak Prescott, and it was a statement or a. And this interview was a waste of my time. Hey, be sure I just post the interview there in the chat, and I just wasted 20 minutes of my life listening in to this interview. Didn't gain anything from it, but shout out to Rich Eisen for having Dak Prescott on that show. And I guess we learned that the sleep number is 60, and the Cowboys with Dak Prescott, we go into the Super Bowl next year, right? And what else we picked up from this interview? He don't like slow drivers, so if you're ever in the DFW area and you see a car drive up beside you that's nice or what have you, and they looking, he could be Rain Dakota Prescott because you've been driving slow. But Rich was so friendly. Yeah, Pickle Rick, he was a nice guy, Mr. Nice Guy interview. So there was some softballs thrown that way, and he didn't dig deep. We do know that Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, they are best of buds. They go hot tubbing together and golfing, so that's good that we learned that. So it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. Y'all want me to continue to keep going? How long I've been live? You know, it's 8:26 here, and we can pull up other topics we can talk about. Sam, appreciate you. Shout out to you, Eric. Softball questions, Akeem. I appreciate you. But I still enjoyed it a little bit. You know, it was listening into a quarterback that talked about the last 14 seconds there, and it was crazy. Pivot podcast that featured Parsons and Irvin made me like Parsons. Okay, shout out to you, Williams. Appreciate you. Shout out to you, Jay Fursick. Shout out to you, Mel, Wayne Clark, and David on Facebook. And appreciate you again, Bryant Thompson. Appreciate you on Facebook. Appreciate you, man. What we have here, and bear with me. Jerry Jones must have slid that check to Rich and not asked Dak those serious questions. And boy, Jerry got some deep pockets, money pockets. Yeah. All I could think of, Jay Versick, was power. And on Power, there was a certain basketball player by the name of Zeke, supposed to clear his name via the interview. And Jamel Hill, she was acting as one of the Rich Eisen type of person, right? And you guys know Jamel Hill. She asked him a few softball questions, right? And then at the end of it, she changed the script and she started throwing those haymakers at him. And the guy named Zeke was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting up out of here, you know. But it was good, you know. His name was Zeke. Oh man, that scene was wow, right? Jay Lombardi, Power. You know, I'm late to the Power. I had to binge watch 1 and 2, the book 1 and 2, what have you. And The other show that I was attempting to watch is BMF, right? Is it BMF? Yeah, I was watching that, but it just took too long to get to the storyline, the punchline. So I just said, man, let me just get up out of there. And what else movie I started to watch? Jack Reacher. I'm watching that one now, so that's pretty dope. Let's see, Kelvin, appreciate you. Always here. Coming to be allowed to walk on your grass. Shout out to you, St. Augustine. Not right now. They better not walk on my grass right now. We got sidewalks. Man, walk on the sidewalks to get in there. Shout out to you, AJ Jones. Appreciate you. Power is good. BMF is not. You know, I feel you, man. Watch Snowfall. Jay Lombardi, where to watch Snowfall? What platform is Snowfall on? I'll get my mind together and start watching it. Yeah. Reacher is dope though right now. I'm gonna finish up Reacher. And I started the Peacemaker, right? I watched the Peacemaker. I'm thinking about just letting all of the series go, and once they complete it, then go watch it. I like to do it that way. It's on Hulu Fire? Okay. Snowfall. I'm gonna watch Snowfall then. On Hulu. I got Hulu. Hulu in the house. Yeah. Troy Aikman don't play phone home alone. Yeah, appreciate you. All right, so I see a lot of people them dipped up out of here, so it may be one of the things that I need to do as well. Do you watch Ozark? I watched season 1 and I watched season 2. Now, I think that they got another season out there. I think it's season 3 now. You know, yeah. Check out The Punisher. Is that the old series or they got a new series, right? TJ Watt stole Michael's award. Oh, they gave out the award? Come on now. I didn't check out that. Let me see right here. One of my guys normally have it right here. Let's see what they got. As a rookie, Cowboys linebacker Parsons finished second in AP Defensive Player of the Year voting. He have received 5 of the 50 votes. Steelers linebacker TJ Watt and Aaron Donald with 3. Okay. Oh, so that's how y'all feel? Okay. That's okay. And I think that Assistant Coach of the Year was brought to you by Dan Quinn. All I can say is now, now I don't have to check, but he did win Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, right? Rookie Defensive of the Year. It got to be Parsons. But people fail to realize Parsons was up there. Hear me out. Parsons was up there without being the guy that primarily only rushes on the edge. I think that Parsons was robbed. Parsons had to be robbed. Parsons was robbed, man. Those 3 votes for Aaron Donald need to be voting vomit. Vomity. Yeah, I mean, look. Let's understand that this dude did all what we got a chance to see from a hyper-extended knee, you know. And that's something to really say to yourself, all right, cool. More victory, second place. Yeah, we don't take that, right? Law, Bengals or Rams, who you got? Let me break it down this way. Bengals, I would like the Bengals to win for Cheeto Woozie, right? And understanding that you took it as well as with Joe Burrows. You gambled, you risked it all. You went out there, you drafted a young quarterback, and then you got Joe Mixon, you know, who was pretty good, by the way. And then you had T. Higgins and you have Jamar Chase. For those young boys to start off with a ring, that will be remarkable for their franchise. And finally, if the Bengals win, hear me out, Cowboy Nation, maybe there will be a sign to Jerry Jones for him to understand if he stepped back like Mike Brown, if he stepped back, then maybe the Cowboys can flourish and go far beyond where we at now, right? Now, far as the Rams, reason why I would like the Rams to win, and I'm in the middle, right? I'm neutral. I would like the Rams to win because it will also show to Jerry and John Stephen Jones, whip out the wallet. You know, go for it if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it. You know, that's what I would say. You know, even though what made us such a gun shy of everything. These contracts, I'm gonna say these three contracts made us gun shy. With trade and plus with free agency. Number one, write this one down. Joey Galloway made us gun shy. Right? Number two,
Fatality.
Number two, what made us gun shy? Roy Williams.
Fatality.
Number three, that made us ultimately gun shy of the free agency. Oh my goodness, it made us scared. Like, oh no, what am I gonna do with that?
Oh, no.
Brandon used Carr. You guys remember $50 million for Brandon Carr? And it was just just crazy because the year we got Brandon Carr, it was the year that Megatron was on a run. And all we can think about is looking up, seeing Megatron using that car. It became a saying, Brandon used Carr. And then Odell Beckham, the following year, used and abused. Although he passed interference, they should have called him because he kind of pulled a man down. But the catch that was seen around the world, right? And all we could think about was, man, $50 million at that time. I don't really consider Sam Rocket Ishmael as egregious as of Joey Galloway contract. And even Ken Hamlin, at least you can argue and say, I think one season he had 4 interceptions in one season, or I think it was 5. And that was remarkable. And Ken Hamlin had that concussion, and it was just over with for him. But the safety that I'm always mad at, is Gerald Sensabaugh. You guys remember him? We made it to the playoffs, right? And it was against the Minnesota Vikings and Sidney Rice. You guys remember Sidney Rice? I think that Gerald Sensabaugh is still looking for the ball. They burned Gerald Sensabaugh up like toast. And all I could think of, I said, man, is that Jerry Rice? Because Sidney Rice was just killing us. Now I know that in that game, they made Tony Romo turn into a pretzel. And all I could think of, y'all know I'm finna hit that horn. And if I can find that horn, hold on. Let me find that horn. Because that horn, it still brought chills to me until this year, right? Let me see if I can find that horn. Let's see if I can find that horn. Yeah, y'all bear with me. Let me find that horn. Yeah. That horn right there went off so many times because I believe they had a guy by the name of Allen. What's his name? Jared Allen. Oh, my gosh. All I could think of is Tony Romo was running for his life. And that was the year that we made it all the way to the playoffs, and we had Doug Free at left tackle. And all I can think of, oh boy, running for his life, Tony Romo, Tony, oh no, and I had a friend of mine who loved Leslie Frazier at the time. I think Leslie Frazier had something to do with the Vikings that year. My mom went to Alcorn State with Leslie Frazier, by the way. They graduated together. And a few of her classmates and everybody, they knew that I was Cowboy fans. And they, my goodness, they would never let me sleep on that one. Oh, my gosh, man. Yeah. So that's when the Cowboys, after that season, attempted to start looking at this offensive line. And they said, you know what? Tony Romo had a quick presser at the start of the following year, and he made the suggestion because they weren't going to do it, I believe. And he was like, I can see on my right side, basically. I can see when the pressure is coming my way. I can make plays knowing when I can see the blitz coming, when I can see the pressure giving up. And that was the year that the Cowboys decided to say, okay, we will move Tyron Smith on the left side, right, and kick Doug Free on the right. And it goes back to the classic Cowboys for the last 27 years. We do make adjustments. We do. It just takes forever for our adjustments to be made. You know, and I get it. You know, Tyron Smith at the time was a rookie, I believe, or second year. I think he was a rookie, and he needed to play left tackle. But, you know, they had him playing at right. And Tony Romo had to make that statement. Look, I can see. I'm right-handed. I can see the pressure when it's coming. We just need to have better protection on that side. Doug Free was at right tackle when Flozell was at left tackle. Big Flo, yeah, Doug Free did move. And they did move Doug Free to right to left, right to left, right to left. But when Tyron came and got drafted his first year, he was playing at right tackle, and they kicked Doug at left. But Big Flo, his only thing was he was partially deaf in one ear or something like that. He can barely hear, and he had the world's problem off the snap. You know, literally. When he can hear, when he get things going, shoot, Big Flo, he'll pancake you real good. But he just had his pitfalls there. It was always something with our offensive line, right? You know, Big Flo, he couldn't hear. Gerard, he would throw the ball to the moon, you know. You guys remember the famous play by Tony Romo, and I guess we were playing against the St. Louis Rams at the time. Ball went all over his head. He had to go find and track the ball and make one guy miss, make another guy tie his shoes, and spin around another guy just to get 2 yards or something, you know. And he had to run 40 yards to do such. So happy for shout out to Jermetta, appreciate you. We all happy for Micah, you know, but we know that if he were to just play at edge only, he would have made the defensive player of the year. And one can argue he could have made it this year. I think that he had his strongest chance if he were to catch those interceptions that bounced off of him. I think it was against the Saints game. Parsons, he had a few balls that hit his hands and it bounced off of him, you know. We need a center now. This is from Phil Terry. They got Tyler Landenbaum that will be there. They got some few other guys. We'll find out where the Cowboys would draft and how they would draft and what that means for Tyler Biadasz, you know. You using – I think Tyler Biadasz – what round was Tyler Biadasz drafted? Gerard was worse than Biadasz? I don't know. Gerard, that was his own – Gerard was strong. People fail to realize Gerard was strong now. Gerard just didn't know how to snap the ball, and I think because he was just so sweaty. Gerard made Pro Bowls, baby. Gerard actually made Pro Bowl. I think Gerard also made All-Pro 1 season or 2 seasons. So let's not sleep on Gerard. Gerard! You know, Andre Gerard. Was that the guy Albert Hainsworth? That's the guy who stumped his head, you know. So we drafted Biadasz in the second round, right? That would be drafting suicide, right? If you say, okay, yeah, now I do know I believe in best player available, right? But if you're going to draft another center, which you already had one center that technically, hear me out. Don't shank me with the butter knife, Cowboy Nation. But hear me out. Tyler, technically, this season was his rookie season. And he somehow was put in the worst situation possible. You got an offensive coordinator who believe in passing the ball every down, right? And I don't believe any offensive lineman that you can speak to personally on the side that will say, yeah, man, I like pass block. No, they like to get run block. So I believe, and then on top of that, he had a smaller guy to the left of him, Conor Williams, and Conor Williams had his best season. Now he was drafted in third or fourth. Was he the fourth round draft pick? Tyler Biadasz was the fourth round. Okay, well, that do make sense. Okay, good. So he fourth round draft pick. Okay, good. I was about to say that it'd be crazy if he was the second round draft pick and you're trying to already get rid of him. But we've seen crazier things. But neither here nor there. So if you decide, let's say you do decide to get Tyler Linderbaum, right? Are you willing to go through another year of growing pains? Because there will be some. And he's going to take some minute. He's athletic as all get out. But being athletic in our versus our oppositions is a whole lot different than going up against big boys. They're 289 pounds. And Tyler Linderbaum is 289. He's 289. So they better figure it out if they go and use him. If they better figure it out. But I believe you still go with BPA. So if Tyler Linderbaum is the best center, who I believe what most scouts says he's the best center in the draft, and you draft him with the 24th pick, be mindful. This is a big boy world now. I would love to see Tyler Linderbaum, and I know it's all about anchoring and getting low and low man win, but I'd love to see him day in and day out going up against somebody 360 or 340, 320. I'm not saying that he can't, but I'm just saying that that is a situation that he will be up against on this level. And we ain't playing 11 games. We playing 17 of them. So we'll see if he's ready. Conor Williams is the holder, My thing is with Conor Williams. Mark Stepnowski was about the same size, but you talking about 30 years ago. Mark Stepnowski, you talking about 30 years. You talking about pretty much 33, 32 years ago. Football done changed 4-5 times since Mark Stepnowski played center. I'm just playing. I'm playing real conversation with you guys, right? And this is another thing that you guys fail to realize. Mark Stepnowski, hear me out, wasn't an in-pass pro for all of those snaps. I encourage you guys to do a little homework and look up the average attempts throwing the ball in the 90s juxtaposed to running the ball. So you got to equate everything and not some things. And I get it. Mark Stepnowski, brilliant guy. But let's play the game completely. Just like I said, so many people think that the offensive line will just solve everything. No, baby. Scheme counts too. Scheme counts too. So I encourage you guys to talk to multiple offensive linemen and ask them, like, hey, do you prefer to be in run block or pass pro? And I know football done changed many of times, but this still will remain. Those look, we could have Big LA. That's Larry Allen, who bench pressed 700 pounds. But if he's not getting pulled and he's in this stance, he just redirecting like this all day, sure, you're going to see him whiff on some things. And if you got him playing out of position, a third of you guys right now will be saying, hey, man, that big dude suck, man. Big LA suck. Yeah, man, that dude suck. But you got to utilize him in a way where you got to put him in his best position. Can you imagine, Cowboy Nation? The 90s Cowboys and parts of the 2000s, they said, look, Big LA, we're going to put you at right tackle, dog. We're just going to have you on the edge. Yeah. And never pull him, never put him in front of anybody to maul him. I guarantee you my bottom dollar. You got 6 DBs on the field, and Larry Allen, just go look. I got it on YouTube, and I got it on my IG page, and then also my my Twitter. Dude, bench press 700 and some change. And can you imagine 185, a 200 max DB coming down to field? Oh my gosh.
Fatality.
Oh my gosh, man. Look, he would just cream the first guy and say, okay, I'm just going to, hey, you're going to make the tackle, but I'm going to make sure I lay on you. What that little soft stuff that the 49ers was doing? All those DBs, man. Shoot. Cowboys just refused to run it. And I know we can say that the NFL is rigged or what have you, but that's one part you can't fake. If you running at somebody, you're 330, 350 pounds. Shoot. Yeah, the ball was bending like a bow. Yeah, Maxwell. Yeah, LA. I think he was selected to, I think 12 Pro Bowls or something like that. Conor Williams Wikipedia intro. Yeah, I ain't gonna read it. You know, shout out to Conor Williams. Conor Williams, a guy that's got shorter arms that they kicked inside because, you know, of his size or what have you, as far as his arm length, and they thought, you know, most people do. They take tackles and they kick them inside, and I would like to see where Penning is going to go. You know, I heard the Cowboys are really high on Trevor Penning. Whether or not they're going to keep him at tackle or kick him inside, you know, sometimes that can be a detriment because, for one, it takes maybe a year to get adjusted and acclimated inside. And then the fundamental part of it, you know, dealing with different sides and everything and getting in rhythm. Offensive line is the only unit, and I love the way the OC breaks it down, you know, using all of the nuances as what the offensive line is supposed to do, post leg, kick, slide, and all of that stuff, shifting weight, especially when you're up against somebody with speed to power, how you adjust, sink, anchor in, all of those good technicality words and everything, great, right? But regardless of it, offensive line is a unit that everybody got to play on the same page. They got to. Yeah, they like Penning. Yeah, they Penning. You know, they like Penning. So, and normally, when the Cowboys like somebody, they yell it and they say it. And if that person is on the board, they go get them. I remember we was mad, right? We was mad when it was leaked that the Cowboys like Leighton, Vander, Esch, you know, and we was like, nah, Cowboys don't go that way. It was leaked, right? It was leaked. And I'll never forget me and DDP and Big Game James. I think I still got that video somewhere on my YouTube, way down there. And we were angry when that draft pick came in. It was like we was upset. We was like, I think with the 17th pick or something like that, the Cowboys select Leighton, Vander, Esch, Boise. You know, we was like, we hated that pick. And all that year, me, Big Game James, and DDP, we ate all types of crow. We were eating it because y'all didn't let us make it. Y'all was like, see, y'all thought y'all knew what y'all was talking about, and I had to own up to it. That really made me get this crow out there. And I found, and this been ever since LVE. This crow been here ever since LVE, you know. And to make a long story short, Cowboy Nation, boy, I was wrong, and I was telling everybody that whole year, I'm glad that I'm wrong because, boy, he's playing out of his mind. You know, get out of the way. But the problem is that I was eventually right, and I hate that I was right about LVE. But show of hands of who would like to have another cup of coffee with LVE for the 2022 season. Me and Big Game James, I was high on Vita Vea that year. I was telling everybody that we need a trash can full of dirt. That's who I wanted. Vita Vea was picked right before us, I believe, with Tampa Bay. And the other guy that I wanted for the Cowboys to go get was Derwin James. So those were my two guys that I wanted out of that draft. Yeah. And the other guy, he went to Chiefs. Hill. I wanted him. I wanted Hill so bad, and not Tristan Hill. I wanted the what's his name? His name is tip of my tongue. Good grief! But you guys know how this thing goes, right? Thumbs down. Shout out to you, Phil Terry. No, the LVE. I feel you. Yeah. Juan Thornhill. Yeah. Juan Thornhill. See, you guys help me out. Let me drink my miracle juice right quick. Yeah, I always wanted the Cowboys to double back and get Nagamakan. I can't even say it. Sue. Let me just say Sue. Yeah, that's how I remember that name. Nagamakan. Just say Sue, because I can't say Nagamakan. Sue. I wanted Sue. But when he was on the free agent list, everybody was like, no, don't touch him. Shoot, give me Sue. And he's still good. Look at the Woozier in the Super Bowl. I feel you. Thought on the edge, Johnson from FSU. Jermaine Johnson is a monster. I like Jermaine Johnson. I think that he would be a great pickup. It would alleviate some of the stress that we have with our edge guys because a piece of us don't want to pay Randy Gregory all of that money, right? And a third of us really don't want to pay, continue to pay DeMarcus Lawrence. And you can save $8 million. Well, to cushion that a little bit, you can draft the Jermaine Johnson and then you can dance around in the free agency, right? Yeah, when Sue Stompers Rogers, yeah, that was a good one, right? LVE need to go. Cut him. John Durden, yeah. It's not up to him because he's not under contract, so he's already cut. I do like the Michigan kid, Gambit, I like both of the Michigan guys, Aiden Hutchinson and that guy right there, Ojabo. I like both of those guys. Calais Campbell would have been huge, yeah, but we were like, nah, he's too long in the tooth. Yep. So, Cowboy Nation, I'm going to stay into 9. Maxwell, what's up with you? Cooper Kupp is about to commit homicide on Eli Apple. Eli. Shout out to you, Rogers. Shout out to you, Arthur Dean. Appreciate you, Wayne Clark. That's on the Facebook. Appreciate y'all, man, that's watching over there on the Facebook. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. It's one of those things where we got to get nasty. My thoughts, my philosophy on this entire team, like I lamented earlier, build around Parsons. I'm going to keep banging the table until somebody hear it, Jones family and all of their kids, I know they watching some of this YouTube stuff. If we bang on the table loud enough, maybe they can whisper. You know, Rome started for once. It was once a whisper. That's what the gladiator guy said, right? You know, so, you know, if we keep whispering, build this team around.
Are you not entertained?
Build this team around Parsons. Build it. Build it around Parsons. Figure out a way to get a big boy inside. It don't have to be Jordan Davis. My philosophy is this. With the 24th pick, and if you see a big boy that you really want and tags are touching, you can moonwalk back a little bit, pick up your extra second-round draft pick, right? Play around with it. Look, I believe Bill Belichick, and you can say that he's horrible in drafting, but he know how to collect some picks, and he use them to trade and to pick up other things in free agency, right? But he would get out of the first-round draft pick every year, you know. And I get it. First-round draft picks are a luxury because you get 5 years juxtaposed to 4 years. I get it, you know. But it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. If you watched all the way to this point and you have not subscribed to the channel, nor like that button, hit that like button.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Now, that would be nice if the Eagles decide to let Fletcher Cox go and we pick up him. That would be a good situation. But I like a younger guy by the name of Jaron Reed. I like him. I like his skill set. I think that you can get some production out of him, and I think that this team can go far with that aspect of it, Cowboy Nation. All right, so appreciate the Rich Eisen show. Appreciate all what he did with Dak Prescott and the fluff conversation there. That was pretty good for us to listen into it and get other insights of sleep number 60. I don't have a sleep number bed, but my mattress is pretty good. But I come here to tell you guys, there's no victories in comfort. You got to step out of that comfort zone and challenge yourself. As crass as it may be, I just don't think that Kellen Moore challenged Dak Prescott, challenge Ezekiel Elliott, challenge Amari Cooper, and he's the offensive coordinator. So where this challenge is going to come from? Will it come from the head? And that'll have to be Mike McCarthy. He's going to have to step up for the 2022 season. He got to get these guys reared in. And I get it, you know, we could say, yeah, we only assuming that he don't. But remember this. Eric says sleep number 26 for many years to come. He's 27 now. Add that extra year on it, Eric. Let's not make it 28 then. So these coaches got to get these guys up out of the bed. Sleep on the floor. I like what, since it's Black History Month, I like what the great Dr. Martin Luther King said. Sometimes it's good to sleep on the floor because you can't fall out of the bed. And even if you do fall out of the bed, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. So let's get up, Cowboy Nation. Don't worry about sleeping. I sleep when I'm dead and gone. I'm about grinding. I'm about that action, baby. They say, Lord, it must be two of you. No, I'm hungry. I got a PhD over here. What do that mean, Lord? What do that mean? Poor, hungry, and determined to make things happen. And you guys got to develop that too. The PhD mentality. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Wake up, baby. Let's go. Ain't no time to sleep. No way. Let's go. Let's go. Don't get mad if you're sleeping on the floor. Don't get mad at it. At least you can't fall out of nothing, right? Ain't nowhere else but up from here. Let's go.
Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging, she freeze. Photo.
Come on.
Please, no photos.
None of this unsullied stuff. No.
Hit the door and the doorman just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a
veteran.
Deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up a way till I. Old producers saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up. Talk of the town where you're talking up.
Good night, Phil. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, y'all watching all the way to this point, and you haven't hit that like button.
The hate and the jealousy, my mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays, nothing really excites me.
Let's go.
Me and nobody like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's I got wifey on.
Free
photo. Please, no photos.
Word.
Please, no photos. I keep giving game away. I put game on.
Yo, do me a huge favor.
I get paid to stay away.
I'm gonna do this right quick. What Big Game James? Oh, he live like 95?
Because he's the one that was holding on to Armstrong last year and giving him compliments. So
y'all
him getting 5 sacks is what's good, Jay Lombardi.
Y'all come over here to my dog, Big Game James.
Lawrence Armstrong Jr. and plus the way he's not.
Let's go.
He's not going to cost a lot.
Click that link. You will be in Big Game James world. I'm waiting to see who all gonna jump over there to Big Game James.
I don't know if his market is going to be huge at all. Some people might see some potential.
Go. I'm waiting to see how many people gonna jump in to Big Game James. Watch this. Y'all drop some fire over there. Come on. That's my homie. Big Game James. Come on. Hey. Y'all flooded. Flood it up, baby. But y'all flooding it up less. Ha-ha. Come on. Let me see some yogas over there. Watch how that beat jump in.
I've been really in the field. I wish I love the field. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Run it. I need to see all of y'all jumping over there to Big Game James Age, baby. Yeah.
Kind of check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Run it, baby. Yeah. Come on.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe. Got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same.
Appreciate you, Mickey. Poor, hungry, and determined. Yeah. Yeah. Make it happen, baby. Hey.
You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
For the bag, baby.
I mix Nike with designer. I experiment.
I just want to hear him say it one time.
Just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
Shout out to you, Steven. Travis Lloyd. Watch this.
Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer.
Call it too legit. Hey. Woo.
I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Tell him run it up,
don't
baby.
Need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah.
Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna
run it up, baby. We up out of here. The Rich Eisen Show. Come on.
I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone.
Always gotta leave out with this song. Appreciate everybody as we mellow out. Be sure. Tell your loved ones you love them. Be sure to sleep tonight, huh? But most importantly, Cowboy Nation, keep your head up. Let's go.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in. Yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you.
And you.
For you.
One love.